Okay, we moved over in front of a little demo here, but
Yeah.
first thing is, what are the last advantages we haven't talked about yet?
Well, actually, longevity is a huge thing for geothermal as well, and cosmetics for the house. So with a geothermal unit, everything is inside the unit, one box, just like this one here. So you'll have the compressor section and the air coil section on this particular one. We have some different applications that are change things a little bit, but for the most part, everything is always inside the house. We do have an exterior unit which is available for tight, cramped situations that can be put on the rooftop or on next to a house.
So
But
generally, you're going to find this in the basement, a garage, or even a closet.
exactly, so that takes it out of the elements and brings it into the home, where you're going to see about a 25-year lifespan out of a geothermal heating and cooling unit. Whereas a furnace or an AC unit being outside, you're not going to see a whole lot of years of life out
No,
of
the
something
weather
that's out in the
itself
elements.
just
Yeah,
layers.
I mean, especially somebody that's around the salt water, anything like that. So bringing everything inside the home is where you're going to see your benefits.
Yeah.
Also, it works a lot like a refrigerator. Like I was saying about the compressor section, it takes energy from outside the house or inside the house and takes it out in cooling. In the cooling mode. In the winter, it's taking that energy out of the earth and bringing it in as far as heating. So geothermal unit system actually works a lot like a refrigerator. It has its compressor section, and just like a refrigerator will take the hot energy from inside the refrigerator, bring cool energy in, and take out the hot. It works exactly the same, so it's just as quiet and it's very unnoticeable around the home. And like we were touching on earlier about longevity, it keeps everything right inside the mechanical room, the garage, or wherever the best location for your system is in the home.
Okay, great. It makes sense that if you're not having to deal with 0 degrees and 100 degrees outside,
Yeah.
and rain and hail and everything else,
Yeah, exactly.
it's just going to last longer.
Absolutely, and so that's just a benefit all on its own. There's nothing designed into that. It's just a benefit of geothermal as a system.
Okay.
Here you'll have actually a typical system that would look like in your mechanical room or your basement or garage, and also a cutout of a hot water heater tank that we encourage homeowners and business owners to use in their facilities. This is a marathon.
A lot of insulation here.
Yeah, exactly. And notice there's no metal on the shell. It's all plastic, foam, and plastic on the inside.
Okay.
That's going to be more efficient and durability-wise.
Yeah, it won't rust.
Right, exactly.
And it also
so they
won't
complement us
accumulate
well.
as much of the minerals that you get in a lot of hot water heaters. A lot of them, people don't realize, when hot water heaters wear out, it's because a lot of the minerals have gathered in with the metal, because they are attracted to the metal, and you won't have as much of that with this.
Exactly.
Okay. What else do you want to show us here?
Also, here you'll see the pump pack. This loop is used to send the water through the earth. It's actually that antifreeze water solution through the earth and bring it back. So it actually has a separate pump pack that's also running with the unit that is controlled with the call of the unit. So you'll have your standard plenum here, which that's your supply side to go into the home or business, and this is pulling back out and sending it back through the unit. So.
Okay. All right, let's get back to the big savings on money, because that's always a big
absolutely.
thing.
Yeah, I mean, you can say green all day long, but everybody wants to see green back in their pocket.
Right.
Generally, with geothermal systems, you are going to see a little bit more of an installation cost, but luckily we have a 30% tax credit from the federal government still, which is still ongoing for several more years. Then also you're going to see benefits from your utility companies, your local energy co-ops, or your bigger ones as well. And they're going to give you several $100s back on their end, depending on the area. So that's several several thousands of dollars that can actually, be applied to the system.
And don't the states also give some incentives, or some states give incentives?
Yeah, Missouri was just giving some not too long ago, for example, and then several other states are doing the same thing. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of situations where they're almost paying you to put in a geothermal system in your home, and then you reap the benefits of having it 70% more efficient, and having an electric bill, only electric now, that is minimal. It depends on the size of the home, of course, but we're looking at ours to be $60 a month, 60
Yeah,
to
I love that
100,
right now.
yeah, somewhere like that. So we're tickled about that.
So you get 70% more efficient,
Uh-huh.
plus free hot water, basically.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So the hot water's off. That's why the bills are low as well. I mean, that's a couple $100 a year as well, to operate.
Okay. Oh, and one thing that just crossed my mind. For those that don't know what the radiant heating is, that's the nice warm floors where the heat's basically coming out of the floor itself.
Right.
It's wonderful, especially a lot of places are doing it in the bathrooms, but you can do it anywhere in your house.
Yeah, basements are really great for that. Just because your basement floor is generally colder, but again, that energy comes from that basement floor and radiates through the rest of the house. So you actually may not need to run the blower section on the unit. It'll actually just come out of the house, the basement floor, and go to the rest of the home.
Okay, great. So that makes it even more efficient.
Right. A benefit of Geocomfort systems also is that we use a combination unit that we call it. It'll do forced air and the radiant section. So depending on size, it has some limitations, but for a standard home, it looks like a great application. It looks very similar to this unit here. So,
okay, great. So people can really save thousands of dollars.
Yes, exactly.
And so the installation's a little more, but the actual unit probably is the same, or is it less? Or
actually, the unit section here is about just as much as the cost to replace a standard furnace air conditioner. Where you're going to see your cost with geothermal is the loop section. When we're going over the loops previously on that pattern there, it shows that, like I was saying, that some are cheaper than others, but that's where we're going to see most of your expense. Now, in 25 years, when that rolls around and it is time to replace your unit, that's the only thing you're replacing.
Yeah, that's true. You do the loops once and you're done forever.
Yeah, you're done, because they have a lifetime warranty on them.
And obviously the tax credits and offsets will probably more than make up the difference in the installation cost.
Right. Also, with that 30% tax credit, you can wrap in anything that deals with the heating and cooling system onto that 30% tax credit. So if you want to add a air purifier or a humidifier or the radiant section, or even heating and cooling, actually your pool.
Oh,
you can't,
that's a good idea.
Now, as far as installing the pool, we can't help with that. But as far as heating, and you'll only be heating your pool, that's where we can also help.
Okay, great.
So, yeah, you can wrap in that to your 30% tax credit as well.
Okay.
Also, about another thing about the savings is all the